Hi guys, in this video tutorial we are going to learn the JavaScript inbuilt properties, methods and functions. Okay, methods, properties and function. Okay, I have some sample here that we are going to learn. Since we have learned what OOP is all about and what function is all about, so we are going to be seeing the inbuilt that the one JavaScript has. Okay, let me go to my Visual Studio Code. Okay, I create a new file. I will call it JSB. Okay, .html. Okay, inside here I write my HTML version 5. Okay, let me start writing my JavaScript code here. Okay, there's something we call document.write. As you can see, this .write, you see that this is, like we know, this is an object and this is a method for this object. Okay, so this is the document, like I have explained earlier. Now any page, JavaScript sees it as a document. So when we say .write, we are calling this document as an object and want to write something to this document. So whatever thing we put here should be displayed on the body tag. Okay, we are just writing on the document. Okay, let me say hello world. Okay, if I run this code now, you see I have hello world shows on the document. Okay, I can equally put it in tag. Let me say h1. Okay, and equally align it at the center at the same time if I want. Okay, if you like, you use document.getElement by ID, where you create an element with the ID, or you use document.write. Okay, you see I have it at the center using header 1. Okay, and we equally knows about this div on this ID, getElement by ID. Okay, so I can write something like this. Okay, document dot getElement by ID is C, then dot inner HTML. Okay, here we now says hello JavaScript. Okay, and we add something here which is try. We know about this now. I'm pulling this ID try and I'm writing something inside it. If you notice, this is also a kind of this is a method again, whereby this is a method as well for write. This is a method for getting elements by ID. Okay, and this method we have here have property inside, which is the inner HTML. Okay, you can see it, the property. Okay, you can see this, the method. Okay, you see the method, whereby this is the object itself. Okay, so if I run this code, I'm going to have these two codes running, right? Okay, I have hello JavaScript and hello world. Okay, this JavaScript is showing here. Okay, after that now comes the one of document.write, because we already have the element, so this will show on the element first before the one of document.write now will show just after this element. Okay, when you create any single variable on JavaScript, JavaScript sees it as an object. Okay, assuming I create a variable known as let me say this variable is test. Okay, it's test. Okay, and I says how are you? Okay, how are you doing today? Okay, this is a variable, as we all know. Automatically this JavaScript see this variable as an object. Okay, and automatically this object has some properties, okay, which is one we want to explain here. We have the one of dot length. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, when I do this, something like this, document dot write. Okay, I have shown you the function of this, so I'll be using it. Okay, here I'm trying to say test dot length. Okay, you see this is a test. Okay, this test, like I said, automatically has this property known as length. Okay, this is an inbuilt property that JavaScript created on every variable you created. If you create any variable, JavaScript automatically give it an inbuilt property, and this property here, length, is used to count the number of words we have here, including the space. Okay, which means it normally starts from 0. It counts this as 0. Okay, the h is 0, the o is 1, w is 2, space 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, space again 12, d is 13, o is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, if I run this, I'm going to get either 25 or 24. Okay, I'm going to get the number of characters or the number of strings we have in this variable. This is an inbuilt property from JavaScript. Okay, let me run this code again. Okay, you see I have 24. Okay, if you count this starting from 0, including these spaces here, you are going to get 24. Okay, I can equally include something here and says counting the length. Okay, with space, counting the length. Then I will break line here. Okay, so I'll be making use of this document.write to display every example that I'm going to show in this video tutorial. Okay, you see what we have, counting the length 24. So I use this dot length, the property of length, okay, to get the length of this test. Okay, automatically when you create a variable, it has an inbuilt method as well. Okay, not only properties but also a method. Okay, let me still use this variable we have here. Okay, this variable has a method. Since it is a variable, it has a property of length and also a whole lot of method. We have a method of substring, a method of index art, a method of index of character art. I will tell you how to use this. Okay, and a whole lot of other properties and method. How do I know? If I write test dot, okay, you see a whole lot of properties that this has inbuilt. We have dot length, the one I just used, dot repeat, normalize, replace, substring, sub, you understand, a whole lot of stuff. To uppercase, to lowercase, we use this to convert it to uppercase, using this to convert it to lowercase, trim, value of, a whole lot of stuff. Okay, these ones are not the property of this variable. Okay, the properties are the ones that are using this icon. Okay, we use this to convert this to a kind of uppercase, capital letter. Okay, let me convert it. Okay, this is a property, right, to uppercase. Okay, let me just write document.write so that I can write it there. Okay, document.write. Okay, inside here I have test dot uppercase. Okay, to uppercase, it will convert this stuff, hello JavaScript, to uppercase. Okay, function to uppercase, native code. Okay, this is a method, sorry. This is a method. You see, we have it in uppercase. Okay, that is a method. Okay, let me just add this thing to it. Okay, let me say change to uppercase so that we can be seeing it and know the functions. Me looking at it, we now knows the function, right? Okay, we have change to uppercase. You see, we change this now to uppercase. Okay, it's a method, not a property. Okay, we can have the one of these. Let me still write document dot write. Okay, we have the one of change to lowercase. Okay, let me just write it here. Change to lowercase. We give space here. Put my add, and I say test dot what, lowercase to lowercase. Okay, you see it here, to lowercase as a method. Okay, and we semicolon, go back to our code. You see it, you see us converting it to lowercase. We didn't break a line, that's why we have this guy here. So let's break a line here. I add my plus and I break a line here. Okay, I add my plus and I break a line as well for this. Okay, you see, we just break a line, we convert everything here to lowercase. How are you doing today? Both the capital H and the capital J, everything has been converted to lowercase. Okay, this is the method that every variable you created automatically have in JavaScript. Okay, let me write another one. Document dot write. Okay, can I say test dot what? We want to talk about the one of okay, let me talk about the one of trim. Okay, when I say trim is a method. Okay, what are we trimming? I will show you soon. Just want to add some tests here. Okay, let me see. Trimming out some characters. Okay, don't mind the way I write the characters, just understand what I want to. Okay, let me just correct it. Characters, right? Okay, see what we have. We are going to trim some stuff out. Okay, trimming out some characters. How are you today? Okay, trimming, we normally use it to, how are you doing today? Okay, how are you doing today? Okay, let me just kind of echo this out. I have not been echoing it out. This, how are you doing today? Let me just write normal document.write. Okay, document.write. What I want to just echo is the text, then I'll break a line. Okay, so that I'll be seeing it as I'm writing. Okay, this is how are you doing today, which is the actual text. Okay, we use this to count the length. We use this to convert it to uppercase, convert to smaller case now. Okay, thereby we change these capital letters. Let me zoom it, guys. Okay, hope all of us can see it now very well. Okay, now we are trimming out some characters, which is space. Okay, we use trim to trim out some space. Okay, when you write serious code, you understand why this trim is very, very important. Okay, we have the one of substring, which is the one that is here that we have not actually talked about. Okay, let me say document.write. Okay, let me just add this substring. Okay, I have my plus now. I say test dot substring. Okay, substring is a method. How does it work? Just like the name sub. Okay, this is the string we have. We want to pick some. Maybe we want to pick this out only. Okay, we want to pick this out only from this range. Okay, how are we going to do it? We use this method substring. Okay, this substring counts from 0. It needs 2 parameters: where you want your substring to start and where you want it to end. Okay, me looking at this, you see what we have here. And this substring, the first thing is start. It needs a number. Okay, where you want it to start, and the end, which equally needs a number. Okay, it accepts 2 parameters. Okay, here the starting point we normally count from 0, and second one is the end point. Okay, assuming we want to capture this doing. Okay, we can say something like 0, 1, 2. Okay, space is 3. This is 4, 5. Okay, 6. Space again 7, 8, 9, 10. Space again 11. Okay, we are starting from 11, right? Okay, we'll start from 11, then move to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we end at 16 if you want to get this. Okay, so I will now say 11 and 16. Okay, so I'll get this doing. Okay, let me still break a line for other code that I'll write. Okay, this is plus. Okay, when I run this code, you see I'm getting this. I didn't capture proper. It's like I got some space here. Okay, let me break line for this string. Okay, I think this should be 12. Okay, and 17. Okay, in coding, when you are writing, you just test it out and make sure you get what you want before you proceed. Okay, you see I got this doing. Okay, I got this doing. In my substring, let me just give a space here. You know, initially what I captured is a space. Okay, and end with I. So you start with this 12, which is this D, and end after this G, which is 17. Okay, so you see what I have here is doing. Okay, this substring is just the variable, it's just the string that I just added here. Okay, this is for the substring where you state your starting point and your end point, and you get the substring here. Assuming I want to start from 2 and end at the last characters, do I always start counting these characters? No, I have to use a trick. Okay, to get what I want. Okay, let me say substrings last to last. Let me just say to last. Okay, so what I want to do is that I want to start counting from 5 to the last statement of whatever thing I have in the string. Okay, I can say something like this: 5. Then I will say test. Okay, dot length. Okay, as we know, test dot length, like the one we use here, count the number of characters. Okay, and when we counted this, we notice that this is 24. and we know that 24 should be the last number of character we have here. Since this thing is counting the total number, it will end up counting the total number, and the number should have will be the last number of characters we have here, assuming it shows 24. So when we say 5 comma text length, we are saying 524, right? Okay, assuming we add some stuff here like one space now and another character, which is 25, space is 25, another character is 26, we are saying now 526, right? So whenever we use text.length, we know that no matter how you tweak this text or this range, we are going to get the last number of 8. Okay, 5 times 5 and text length simply means that we are reading from last, okay, which is AR. We are reading from the number 5 and ending at the last. Okay, AR, which is how are you doing when you count this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you see that this aruna is the 5th, okay, which is what we got here, the 5th to the last. Okay, that is it for this. Okay, what else do we want to do? Okay, we want to talk about the character at. Okay, then we talk about the index of. Okay, remember, these are the inbuilt method and the inbuilt properties that every variable you created have. Once you create a variable, automatically you have all these inbuilt method for you to use, and this inbuilt property which is length for you to use. Okay, the one of character at, okay, we use it to pick a character based on their number. If you say character at 1, we are talking about this O, okay, because H is character at 0, O is character at 1, W is character at 2, just like that. Okay, if you want to find the last character, which is this, we use text.length. Okay, let us get the character at 5, which is R. Okay, the character at 5, which is R. Okay, let me just duplicate this and change this to, oh, what's going on here? Okay, let me see, character at 5, right? Okay, you just write something like this. Okay, you see how I write it? Car at, okay, capital A. Okay, and now put the number here. The character at 5, which is R, we are going to get it now. Okay, this is my web browser, right? Okay, you see it. The character at 5 is what? Is R. Okay, if I want to get the last character, okay, I just duplicate this. Last character, the last character, okay, I will say here should be text.length. Okay, the last character, text.length. Okay, I think I'm not getting anything here. Do we have space as the last character? I should be seeing this question mark. Let me check very well. Or I should be seeing this exclamation mark. No, I should be seeing this question mark. Okay, I think something is wrong somewhere. Let me just add something here as the last character, which is Y now. Okay. Why am I not seeing the last character? Okay. Yes, now this should show us what? This should show us the last number now, which we'll use to pick the last character. Okay. Is there anything I'm not doing fine here? Okay, let me alert test.length. Let me make sure I'm not making a mistake. Okay. That's one, right? So why is our last character not showing? Okay, let me just use 31 and see what will happen. Whether it will still show us empty space. Okay, you see, even the 31 is showing us empty space, meaning our last character is empty. Okay, let me say character at start. What do we get? You see, character at 30 is Y. Okay, but character at 31, which is the last character, is space. But I don't really know where this space is coming from. Okay, so actually our code was working. It's just that the last character at 31 is space. Okay, but I don't really get it. Okay, test.length. You see, our last character is still empty here. Our last character is empty. Okay, I can say character.length minus 2. Okay, this is a kind of second to the last character. After the last character, we minus. He says that the last character is let me say minus 3. Okay, the last character is space, then minus that space, which is 1, minus this 7, which is 2, minus this 1, which is 3, then we are getting 9. Okay, test.length minus 3. So I'm just showing you this so that you know that this something like this is possible. You can choose the last character minus what you want to minus based on what you want to get. Okay, so when I refresh, you see what I have, 9, which means minus 3, meaning that there is a space here. Okay, after this space, we minus more 2, we minus this space, which is 1, minus this, which is 2. Okay, now minus this, which is 3, we will now get 9. Okay, this is for the character act. What else do we have? We have the index. Okay, the index of. This index of is like the opposite of the character at. In character at, you put the number, it shows you the text. But in index of, you put the text, it shows you the number. Okay, you put the text, it shows you a number. For example, if I do something like this, index character. Okay, let me call it index character. Okay, here I put index of. Okay, your index, the I is always in small letter. Okay, index of. Okay, here now, in index of, just like opposite of this, I'm going to put a character. If I put a character, let me say a character 8 here, it's going to tell me the number. Okay, the number in which this 8 falls in. Okay, remember here, you put a number, it shows you the character. But here we put the character, it shows me the number. Okay, let me put the character 8. Okay, once we have 8, it shows me the number of this 8, which should be 20 something or something like that. Okay, back to our code. You see it shows me 32. Okay, when you count this starting from 0, you are going to get this at number 32. Okay, if I say 0 here, if I say if I say h, I am going to get 0. Okay, h is the first character we have in that variable. Okay, when I say h, you see it gives me 0. When I say o, it will give me 1. Okay. It gives me 1. So this is how we do the one of index of. Okay, now we are moving to the inbuilt functions that we have. The inbuilt functions that we have in JavaScript. Okay, we use this function to convert string to a number. We equally use this function to convert a number to string. This convert from string to number, whereby this convert from number to string. Okay, let me create, we have a lot of JavaScript code here, so to avoid confusion, let me create a new file where we write this Imbued Functions. Okay, I create a new file here. Let me call it ff.html. Okay, inside this, come out with my version 5. Okay, write my script here. Okay, so I have this variable test. Okay, this test, I have 12 as a string. Okay, and I have this variable, let me call it num1. Okay, I have it as 10. Okay, here you can see that this is a number. Okay, whereby this is a string. Okay, let me try to convert them together here. Let me say alert. Okay, in this alert, I'm trying to do num1 plus test. Okay, because I have string, I'm going to get 10, 12, which is I'm going to get 10, 12, because this is a string and this is a number. Okay, let me run this code. Okay, ff.html. You see what I have? 10, 12. Okay, so this time around, I'm going to convert this to a number and add them together as well. Okay, I'm going to do something like this. Okay, you see this is an inbuilt function that converts whatever thing you put here inside it to a number. So what I put inside this is a string 12. It automatically converts it to a number. Okay, let me refresh the code again. You see I now get 22 because this has been converted to a number. Now 12 plus 10 will give us 22. But assuming this is a string like this, can we actually convert this to a number? Let's check and see. You see, not a number. Okay, so we cannot actually convert this as to a number. So whenever you want to convert a string to a number, make sure that the string you want to convert to a number is convertible. It's something that you know that it can be converted to a number, something similar to this. Okay, what about when we convert this to a string? Okay, we can convert this to a string just like the way we do the one of number. Okay, when we do something like this string, okay, this is number. Remember what we did now? We have just converted this string to a number and convert this number to a string. We are still going to get our 10, 12 because 1 is a number and 1 is a string. Okay, what do we have? You see we have 10, 12. Okay, this is for converting a number to string. Okay, let me comment this code. Okay, the last one we have here is boolean. Okay, boolean usually return either true, okay, or false. Okay, if the result is less than or equal to 0, it will return false. Okay, let me just use something. Yes, less than or equals to 0, it will return false. If the result is not equal to a number, okay, it will return false. Any other thing will return true. If the result is a number, like let's say greater than or equal to 1, it will return true. Okay, if the result is greater than or equal to 1, it will return true. So boolean, we use it to calculate when something is true or false. Okay, in boolean, assuming we alert something like this. Okay, if you alert let me say boolean 0, okay, what we are going to get is false. Okay, let me refresh this code. You see we get false. Okay, if you alert boolean anything that is not a number, we are going to get, what are we getting? True. No, we shouldn't get true here. If you put a number, we get true. Okay, I think here I am going to remove this. Okay, anything less than 0 is false. Less than or equal to 0 is false. X, every other thing is true. But boolean will normally goes with number. Okay, either 0 or a real or integer. Okay, when we calculate something, if the result is 0, if you want to use boolean, it will give us a false. Okay, if the result is not 0, if you want to use boolean, it will give us true. Okay guys, that's all we have for today's video tutorial, where we talk about JS inbuilt properties, methods, and functions. Okay, which is the functions are these ones. We have the method, which is this. We have the properties and some other method that we talked about that are not in this video. Thank you so much guys. Bye bye.